What's up with it, fellas? What's up with it? What's up with it? What it do? What it do? We up in this motherfucker today. You dig? We up in here, fellas. You dig? The PayPal, the Cash App. Links are definitely in the chat area, fellas. The Rumble link is in the chat area just as well. When you go over to Rumble, download the app and go and follow KC, the Red Pill Alpha Debunker. Download the app and go and follow KC, the Red Pill Alpha Debunker on Rumble, fellas, and get that work. I'm constantly over there posting, so there's no excuse. Go get that work. Uh, The Patreon app is in the Patreon links is in the chat just as well, fellas. Go join me on Patreon, get that work over there just as well. And remember that $5 and $10 tiers popping. $20 tiers under, it's under construction. Definitely about to come. I got one more video to post, but the $5 and $10 tier, fellas, there's so many videos there. There's no excuse. Go join me there, fellas. Donate to the show, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Hit the Cash App membership, but just as well, fellas, $1, $2.50, no matter, man. Show love to the show. You did. Keep this shit going. Show me that you support and we can keep it going. Pedro in this motherfucker. Pedro. The new word music. What up, Casey? Ready for the Olympics coming up this year? Yeah, I'm gonna check some of it out. You know what I'm saying? I see they already going with the basketball teams and shit. So yeah, they getting in the motion with shit. So I see it going already. You know what I'm saying? Team USA handling their business on the court. So I see it's doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready for that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Pedro and shit, man. We definitely got to stay athletic around here and check out the Olympics, fellas. You know, when have we not watched the Olympics? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You damn right I fuck with it, man. Like it ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody do their thing. But yeah, y'all remember, fellas, get at me in the Gmail, railsfargo12 at gmail.com. Get at me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at the Real Rails FA1. Like, share, and subscribe. And last but not least, fellas, hit the notification bell so you can be alerted on these videos. So every time I drop, you get into it, piping hot status, fresh off the press. Get into it, fellas. It is what it is. You dig? Your confidence determines your self-value, fellas. Remember, we had a video a couple of days ago. We was talking about how guys actually give these women their value. You know what I'm saying? By being betas and things of that sort. And they determine their value off of betas. When we talk about that, this is what we're going to speak on it on this, fellas. Your confidence determines your self-value. So when you're feeling down, when you're feeling out, when you're feeling like things are not going your way, or you feeling like I may have to have a nice outfit on, some shoes or a nice haircut, jewelry, whatever the case may be, for me to feel good. I may have to receive that validation from my woman or whatever the case may be. That validation from my brother, sister, family members, co-workers, or whatever. That's right. To feel a certain way about myself. That means you're not tapped into your confidence, fellas. You actually not tapped into who you are. And when you're not tapped into who you are, fellas, pay attention to what I'm about to say. Because we all have been to this place in life. We all have done these things, fellas. When we're not tapped into who we are, we kind of look for the love or the validation elsewhere to kind of determine us feeling great about ourselves. And a lot of us, even though a lot of us may not want to admit it, but most of us have been through that, fellas. You know, especially dealing with women, especially dealing with your job, you know what I'm saying, your boss, or in some cases your parents. You know what I'm saying? Guys want to please their parents and do things of that sort, you know, when you're at a young age. All these things comes off your confidence, fellas. It's, you know, and it's what it is, you know what I'm saying? So if you're not tapped into who you are, then you're not tapped into what makes you feel better, what makes you go, what's your drive, you know, your tolerance level, what you can stand for, what you can't stand for, whatever the case may be, fellas, then you're not tapped into your confidence. And then once you're not tapped into your confidence, fellas, you don't have that self-value. You're not going to notice the value. You're not going to understand that there's value there for you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're too busy looking to other places and people and things, you know what I'm saying, to determine your value and what type of guy you are. And that's a no-no, you know what I'm saying, coming from a man's perspective. And, you know, for you young guys out here, never be like that, fellas. And a lot of us, you know, in some cases, a lot of guys can't help it. You know what I'm saying? Because their upbringing, their environment, how their parents raised them, how they've been, seen in school, how they see themselves, or whatever the case may be. In some cases, they can't help it, so they're gonna need this help to come up out of it. Then you got guys, man, that off the back, and y'all experienced this, fellas. We all have been to grade school, we all been to middle school and high school, things of that sort. We seen guys who naturally had that confidence that you like this dude right here, think he the shit. You know what I mean? The fuck wrong? But he kind of had it in him. He naturally had that confidence, fellas, and it's like, damn. Even though we may not like the way that person was in school or our job, whatever the case may be, but at the same time, we respected that because that person right then, and that person right there who had that loud talker, that person who was just on some other shit, thinking very highly of themselves. You know what I'm saying? Even though we may not like what they was doing at that time, we respect that. And the reason why people respect that is because a lot of people can't conjure up the sense or the balls to actually be that way, to actually be that I don't give a fuck type person. So a lot of people can't do it. So when they can't do it, they despise it, or they go against it, or they look at it like it's negative and it's wrong, or you're out of line, you're out of place. You know what I'm saying? You kind of out of sort, you bucking the status quo, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And that's a person that's within their confidence. And when you're within your confidence, fellas, you're not. Let me shut this motherfucker back there cutting that grass. Hold up, fella. Motherfucker. Yeah. Shit. I had to pour that motherfucker. It's feeling good out there too. We back here cutting this grass. I can see him. So make that loud ass noise. But yeah, fellas. Once you get around to understanding that about yourself, or get around to actually making that transition to growing within your confidence and your masculinity, and knowing, what's best for you and what's not best for you, fellas, then life gonna transition easy for you. I mean, it's gonna happen so easy. It's gonna be the best thing for you. You know what I'm saying? You won't be sitting around blaming and shaming and just feeling down or feeling like, these chicks are getting ahead of you and you can't make things happen in life, or this motherfucker over here making more money and you can't, you trying to do what you do, but this person eating a little bit more, he's making moves, she's making moves, and you trying to get to the next level, but you can't make moves, so you be more focused on you and doing what you got to do, even if it's moving at like a tortoise pace or whatever, you moving at a slow pace, you're going to get there, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Always focus on you and worry about you, fellas. When you focus on you and worry about you, fellas, the energy naturally shifts towards you and what you need to do and what you're supposed to be doing. It's going to shift towards you because your focus is on you. It can't shift nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the confidence come in at. You know what I'm saying? Not just with that, fellas. Your confidence determines your self-value when you approach women and speak to them. You know what I'm saying? When you're going about life and you talking to women or whatever the case may be, and your actual, intentions is to make things happen. You know what I'm saying? You want to get things going, and you dealing with these chicks, or you talking to these chicks, or you trying to make shit happen with these chicks, or wherever you at, whatever environment, whatever situation you in, whatever the case may be. And shit is just not going the way you want it to go. You know what I'm saying? Women are just not gravitating to you. They just not responding the way you want them to respond. A person with less confidence, fellas, they're going to think low of themselves. They're going to always revert things back to them. What have I done wrong? How do I look? Throw the mirror up and all that. What am I dressing like? How am I looking? You know what I'm saying? How my shoes? My breath smelling? What's up? Not understanding that, people are entitled to tell you no. And by you not thinking that way, and by you not actually gravitating to know that people are women, and they can be told no all night. The next night, 2 other nights after that. But then you get to the 4th night, then shit start picking up for you, right? These things happen. But you got to understand that people can tell you no. People can walk away from. People can not fuck with you, fellas. But you got to have the confidence, and your confidence determines your self-value. So once you have the confidence, knowing that these things can happen and it's not a big deal, I can just keep moving. Then that right there determines your self-value. You just place value on yourself, not even knowing, you know what I'm saying, by strictly not caring and moving on to the next thing, you know? And it's not about how people look at you. And a lot of guys got to get that out of their heads, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, should I gain the confidence? Should I gravitate more to the confidence so women can actually, or people can actually see that I have the confidence? Fuck what they see. Fuck what they know. Who cares? It's for you. Everything is for you, fellas. Everything is like a self, it's like a self thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not for others to know or what they can see, because, you know, people make mistakes, you know what I'm saying, visually. I mean, how many times, you know, a motherfucker has seen shit that wasn't good for them, or things was going to be bad, or whatever the case may be, but they still indulge in it. They still fucked around with it, right? I mean, how many women out here, for an example, how many women out here, you know, fellas, that fucked around and they know this guy right here may not be shit. They know this guy run around raw dick and everything. They know about this guy. Hey, some of their friends and family members have slept with this guy. So they know these things, but they're still creep with the dude. They'll still fuck with him. This guy burnt a couple chicks or whatever sexually, but they'll still creep with the dude. They'll still fuck with him, right? Some motherfuckers just don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So they still gonna make moves and make things happen for themselves because it's what benefits them at the time. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people can be naked on the eye and blinded on the eye. A lot of people can be blinded by certain things. You know what I'm saying? So when they're blinded, you know what I'm saying, by certain things and not giving a fuck, fellas, that's just them in that moment. You know what I'm saying? So who cares on what people see or what people think or perceive about you if you got confidence or not? It's up to you to determine your confidence within you and to recognize that confidence within you. Fuck what other people see. Only way they're going to know about your confidence and know what type of man you are, fellas, is when they cross your path dealing with you. And they can compare you to other motherfuckers then, and then they know, okay, I'm dealing with a motherfucker that's 100. You know, I'm dealing with a motherfucker who shit's all the way up point. I'm dealing with a motherfucker who don't lack confidence. I'm dealing with a motherfucker who knows himself and who ain't pussy for him. He ain't scared of you. Hey, shit. He's about himself. That's when they understand and they know that, fellas. Then the respect that come in. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what it's all about. It's all about respect. You know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker don't respect you, then you know what time it is. When they respect you, fellas, and a lot of cases, they think highly of you. You know what I'm saying? Without you even, you ain't got to place yourself on a pedestal. The next motherfucker will place you on a pedestal, fellas. That's what confidence come in at. You know, that's what knowing yourself and determining your self-value for others to actually recognize me. You know what I'm saying? So you don't gotta care what they see and what they know when they cross your path. Then they're gonna understand who they're dealing with, right? That's where the confidence come in at. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Guys shouldn't be, you guys shouldn't be thinking that. And I'm gonna tell you this, fellas. A person that thinks the world revolves around them is a person that lacks confidence. You know what I'm saying? And I know it may sound crazy. You may be, hold on. Is that a person thinking highly of themselves, KC? You know, the real rails. Is that a person that's actually egotistical or adding value to themselves and they kind of caught up within themselves that they think the world revolves around them? No, that's a simple way to look at it, but no. You know what I'm saying? A person that thinks the world revolves around them, fellas, is a person that lacks confidence and not understanding that the world revolves around us all. Even the animals. Motherfucker revolves around the tree life, the oxygen life, which is the trees, the ocean, the ponds, the lakes, and the bayous, and things of that sort. The world revolves around us all. You know what I'm saying? So once you're confident enough, fellas, you will understand that. And by you understanding that, fellas, you'll understand the value of yourself and other people and other entities and other things that's out here. Just as well as you understanding the value in yourself, fellas. And that right there will get you great in life and you transition smooth through life. You know what I'm saying? Everything will go right like it's supposed to, just by you having that understanding. You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of people get caught up with me, selfishness, shit that revolves around me, you know, and that's insecurity, fellas. Because when you caught up within that, fellas, and you're not actually looking out and paying attention to others and what's around you, which is game, because it's all around you, then you placing that insecurity on yourself. You staying stagnated, you staying closed in. And when you closed in like that, fellas, you can't, I mean, you're not gonna get about with actually, you're not gonna get out there and get about with actually knowing what's going on out here, fellas. You always stay getting burnt. People always stay putting you down. You always stay getting motherfucker be running some slick shit over you all the time, especially if you're a guy. These bitches definitely gonna get you like that. You know what I'm saying, fellas? You gotta mentally come out your bubble and to understand that there's more besides you out here. You know what I'm saying? You'll recognize it. And that right there gives you the value and placing it within yourself, because you know these things that you know and others don't know. Others don't, they care less to know. You know what I'm saying? Because they too busy focusing on the next motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Paying attention to their money, paying attention to what they got going on. Who this person fucking are. You ain't fucking with me, you fucking with this person. So, you know, you for the streets. They too busy doing all this other shit instead of being wrapped up within themselves and knowing that shit, hey, this person do what they want to do. This person can do this, that person can do that. Hey, who am I attached to? Who am I tied? Who am I actually controlling? Who am I actually holding down besides myself? Can't hold no one else down, fellas. That's confidence. That's you knowing yourself. You know, that's you knowing that you gotta let people go. And people gotta, you know, hey, shit, get the hell on. Keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? You giving people the choices, you know what I'm saying, to make a decision to leave. I mean, we speak, you know, we're gonna speak on women, especially on this channel, fellas, and that's where we lies at, you know what I'm saying? That's how the confidence, you got to know that about yourself, fellas. When you don't know these things, you know, then you're lacking the confidence, fellas. You know, you're gonna be all over the place. You know what I'm saying? A woman can easily influence you. Your job can easily influence you in it. But yeah, you're supposed to do your job and do your work, but you get what I'm saying? They can easily influence you when it comes to your money, your finances, your time, and how much time you putting in the work and shit, because you don't know things. You know what I'm saying? That's the cost of not knowing shit. You know what I'm saying? And you can be easily influenced, fella. That's why your confidence determines your self-value. And once it determines your self-value, then people can see you for who you are. You know what I'm saying? Simply because your confidence in what you got going on and what type of person you are within yourself. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys, they rely on relationships. You know, they rely on the sex from the woman and whatever every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and skip Friday and Saturday. They rely on certain things. They become patternized to where they content with, you know what I'm saying, being stabilized in certain situations. And that's lacking confidence, fellas. And guys don't understand that either. That's definitely lacking confidence when you start relying on certain shit, when you start putting your all into certain things. When you do that, fellas, and that all slip away from you, then what? You doomed like a motherfucker, because you ain't got the confidence to move forward. You ain't got the confidence to understand that these things can come to an end. None of these things are permanent. This shit is temporarily, you know. You don't have the confidence to know this shit. So, like I said, your confidence determines your self-value and everything within you. Like, share, and subscribe at the Super Chat, the PayPal, the Cash App, you know what I'm saying? Go join me on Rumble, Casey the Red Pill Alpha the Bump on Rumble. Get at me in the Patreon just as well, folks. Show love to the show. You dig? Put my fucking orange juice on deck. Yeah. So you guys can understand that, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything that involves you embodies your confidence, fellas, whether you know it or not. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's, I don't care if it's cutting the grass like the guy out here. You know what I'm saying? That's a sense of confidence, of getting out there, knowing that you got to do this, knowing you can do this, and know that you're supposed to do these things. You know what I'm saying? As a man, who else gonna do them? You know what I'm saying? And that right there is, like I said, it's a sense of confidence of knowing that these things need to be done, and it ain't because of what everybody think. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's because of a fine. Because if you own the property, you can get fined if you let your grass grow a certain. Depends on what city or state you in, but you will get fined. Government gonna make their money, right? But fuck what other people think, you know what I'm saying? And how other people look at you. It's what you know. It's a part of your hygiene. It's a part of you keeping things in order. You know what I'm saying? Just as well as you taking a shower, washing your ass, cleaning your house, or, you know what I'm saying, washing your cars, or maintenance in your properties, whatever. All these things are part of your confidence, fellas. It's you. It keeps you afloat and it keeps you going. Everything is within you. You know what I'm saying? That shit determines your self-value, whether you know it or not. You know what I'm saying? That's real game. Even though you don't give a shit about who's looking, there are people looking though, right? There are people that's judging things by by the cover of the book instead of actually looking inside the book. That's why I said people can see things, perception is reality or whatever it is. That's why I said what I said a little bit ago. You got women that, they see crazy. It's like men, they do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, bitch got a fat ass. She got bitch thick as a motherfucker. Boy, the only thing they think about is knocking that motherfucker off, man, and trying to bring her into the fold to where she's staying with them, she's fucking with. They not knowing what comes with this bitch. They not knowing what type of chick this is. They not knowing if this bitch is like devoted and dedicated to fuck with them, you know what I'm saying, and to grow with them and actually aid and assist their fucking realm and try to take it to the next. So they don't know these things. They just going off what they want to do, and that's fuck. That's one that that's one to break. That's all you want to do is break it off, right? So perception is reality. The things that you're looking at is your reality, and if you bringing it into the fold as your reality, you're gonna get what you get. You get what I'm saying? Scratch everything else that's supposed that you would want to get to come along with this. You got to remember, you went off the ass, you went off the titties, you went off this bitch walking in the nicely, strutting her shit the right way, or she's acting as if she's feminine and she's acting as if she want to get it. And you going off these things, but you're not digging into it and knowing if this is best for you or not. Should you reject this bitch? Should you turn her down? Should you let her go and keep pushing? You're not paying attention to that, fellas. You know what I'm saying? So the looks of everything could be, what can be your downfall, can bring you down. Just like a chick looking at a guy that he's bisexually appealing, but at the same time, he's raw dogging everything around. He's knocking shit up, being a deadbeat, and ain't taking care of nothing. He don't give a fuck. But yet she'll still get it in with her sister, the fucking cousin, friend, all but she'll still get it in with him, right? That's what it is, fellas. So we don't give a fuck about what a person see or what they think of us, fellas. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though they gonna see us, even though they gonna think what they gonna think, you can't control that, right? It's all a part of you and what you got going on within you, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Not actually being able to make ends meet, not actually being able to pay your bills. Shouts out to the Austin Holloman guy. Not actually being able to get out and being on your own. You seen the video we dropped yesterday, fellas. Not actually being able to move forward in life as a man and as a young man is a part of your self-confidence just as well, fellas. That determines your self-value. You get it? Not doing things like you're supposed to, not having that drive, that grit and that grind to make shit happen determines your self-value. Like Austin Holloman, for an example, yesterday. You see how his mother's talking to him, right? See how his mother's treating him. Y'all heard this shit. If you haven't seen it, fellas, go check the video out. The damn Austin Holloman, what the fuck, right? Go check that out, and you will see what I'm talking about. That's Austin Holloman lacking self-confidence. And now it's spilling out into his personal life. It's spilling out into his world to where now you guys are seeing where he's lacking self-confidence at and why he's the way he is, fellas. It's in-house. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, and for real, fellas, we don't be born. Ain't none of us born. That's, what I'm saying. Ain't none of us conceived or brought to this earth with or without confidence, fellas. These things are kind of taught, you know what I'm saying? Love yourself. You heard your parents, I love you, your mother and your father telling you they love you before you go to sleep, right? Kiss you on your forehead. Your father tapped you on your shoulder and shit, tap you in the back of your head, boy, I love you, whatever. Your mother kissed you on the cheek or whatever. We know these things, right? It's giving that positive gratitude, affectionate to where the child is gonna know that child is loved, right? These things start there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people, you're not born with the confidence. It starts there, fellas, with that. And then you will know that you are loved. And when you know that you are loved, you know that you can do what? Revert that into loving yourself, right? Because those things are going to be taught to you throughout your process of your growth and development and growing up just as well, to love yourself, right? Cool. And these things come about with you, fellas. And those who didn't have that growing up, they'll still have that in life. as they grow along in life, you know what I'm saying, dealing with certain people, grandmother, mother, and may not be the parents, but it can be the brother, the aunts, and cousins, and it could be the neighbor, the friend, and someone's gonna give you that, you know what I'm saying, in life. So you know how that feel. But then unfortunately you have some fellas, they may have to have, you know, they may have to go this route of dealing with a guy like me or a goddess, you know, just like me, or, you know, some kind of therapist and things of that sort to learn that about themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's unfortunate, fellas. But the overall, it's there for you. No matter which way you gravitate to it and grasp onto it, it's there for you. No matter how it's set up and put there in place for you, it's there for you to get. You know, so there's no excuse for real. You know, even if you catch on it in your 30s, you're still living, you're still growing. There's no excuse. No, come on, man. You got motherfuckers going, I mean, come on, how many, you got motherfuckers, they 50, 60, and 70 years old, still going to school, still going to college, still learning certain things, still learning trades, still learning things that they didn't learn or they kind of missed out on in their younger years because they've been caught up on doing other things or wherever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? They're still learning. Fellas, as long as you're alive, you still can learn these things. You still can grow. You still can go on with life. There's no excuse. You know, I don't want to hear, okay, my father wasn't there, and he may not been there. I'm here now. You young, right? I'm here. You got different guys out there speaking this knowledge just as well. They're there. So there's no excuse, you know. And for the young women, oh, my mom's or my grandmother, I didn't have that positive role model, you know, this, come on, man. That's bullshit. You know, we're here. You got us here. You got women out there that's, you know what I'm saying, that's more on the, you know, that's more, you know, this leading the younger women in that, you know, in that realm just as well, fellas, and helping them out, you know, giving them the education of life, the things that they didn't know just as well. So we're here. You know what I'm saying? You guys got the internet. You can pick up the YouTube, put it on any. We here. It's no excuse, fellas. You know what I'm saying? To not have the self-confidence within yourself. You know what I'm saying? To not being able to know how to determine your self-value. But you got to understand, fellas, these things come off your confidence. It don't come off nothing else. You know what I'm saying? But your confidence. Don't let nobody tell you nothing else. It comes off the shit you wearing. It comes off the muscles and working out. It comes off the money you making. It. Nah, man. Fuck nah, man. You talking to a motherfucking man, dog, who came straight out the beam, man. Came straight out the pens, bro, with nothing. With not $1 to my motherfucking name. You know, I popped the piss in, went through, I ain't have no vehicle, none of that. My motherfucking brothers, my cousins, my pops, my moms, hold up, my sisters, my couple my sisters. They was giving me the rides everywhere, man. And bitches and chicks, you know what I'm saying? They was giving me that's who was giving me the rides and shit everywhere I need to go, from my PO office to, you know what I'm saying, you know, to whatever I need to do, job interviews or whatever the case may be. You know, they was doing these things for me. If I didn't have them in place, fellas, I'd be on a motherfucking metro. Because I don't give a fuck. I got to make things happen. I got to get things done. I got to move forward in life. I got to pick up the pieces. Fuck what's going on now. I'm thinking about the future, what's going to be going on later. Shit, and it got to start somewhere, right? It starts small here and it's going to grow. That comes with confidence, fellas. That's having the self-awareness about what you need to do and having the self-value into knowing you need to do these things. You get what I'm saying? That's how these things go, fellas. They weren't there. You think I wouldn't hit the metro bus? Well, now they got the city, the train, the street carts and shit now. They got these things coming up, like San Francisco and some other places. Got their street cars and shit. Seattle. Seattle and shit, they had them up there. A couple places got these street cars and shit, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we didn't have that then when I first got out. Hell no, but shit, we had it. The yellow cabs was still popping. The white cabs, and shit, they were still popping. The Ubers and things came on a little bit later. I think came on about a few more years later, whatever. But all this shit was in place. You don't think I would have did that? Shit, my mom, I was working out in the joint. You think I'm running? I'm well in shape. I would have walked if I had to. I'm gonna make things happen. I don't give a fuck who's looking at me. And in the process of me walking, fellas, I'm hollering at, hey, what's up, man? What's up, baby? Damn. While they driving by. I know they be looking at shit. Damn, you fine? He on his feet. He ain't got no car. This nigga doing bad. I don't give a fuck about that. What's up? Damn, what's up, bitch? You know what I'm saying? What's happening? They pulling over the side, running up on them, hollering at them, shooting my shot, shit, getting in the car, rolling out with them. I'm doing it, man. Why? Because I know things need to be done. You know what I'm saying? Without me aligning these things and putting these things in place, fellas, and stand on my shit, it's not gonna get done. That's where confidence come in at, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, and subscribe. Y'all at the super chat, the PayPal, membership, but show love to the show. And fuck with me on that Rumble. See the red pill out for the bunk on Rumble and get at me in that Patreon, fellas, and make that happen. Y'all know what time it is, man. You know? Fellas, you gotta dig deep down inside and know what you want out of life. Know what you know what I'm saying, what you can put up with, know what you can tolerate, and know what you can stand for, know what you cannot stand for, know what you cannot tolerate. You got to know these things deep down inside. That determines your confidence, fellas. You know what I'm saying? You got to say, you know what, man, I love me so motherfucking much, man. Shit, I ain't great. Nigga, bitch told me, nah, man, she don't know when she gonna get back at me. She's not for sure. She's working. She got her kids. She got all this ahead of time. She said she gonna reach back out or whatever, man. Shit, my confidence is so motherfucking deep, fella. I'm so tapped into myself. I ain't waiting on this bitch. She got my number. Let me keep pushing. Get on the next one. It's confidence, man. You know, so you gotta know these things, fellas. You know, damn, I just lost my motherfucking job, man. Fuck. Put hands and feet on this coward up here talking this shit. Or, you know what I'm saying? I got back with the boss. They on some bullshit. I had to snap on them. Whatever the case may be, I lost my motherfucking job, man. But let me go ahead and get on this goddamn computer and get this grind on. You putting in extra applications. You building more resumes and shit. You pushing it. That's confidence, fellas. Knowing that the buck don't stop here. Don't no motherfucker stop my show. I'm the only one to stop my show. And I'm not going to do that. So you think I'm allow the next person to do that? Fuck no. That's confidence, fellas. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, fellas, you once you dig down deep inside and get to knowing who you are and what you want out of life, fellas, should not nobody go past those limits. Those are your self boundaries you set up. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna go past it. I'm not even myself, and I done made these motherfuckers up. I'm not gonna go outside them. That's the confidence, fellas. All this shit comes within. You know what I'm saying? And it spews out. And for people to recognize what type of motherfucker you are. And they'll know how to gravitate to you or keep pushing. And that can be work. That can be your children. That can be your family. That can be the women you fucking with. That can be whatever. All that shit comes within. You got to fuck with you, fellas, before anybody fuck with you. That's real game. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Get up in here, holler at me. Pedro, what's up? Who else got something to say? Talk to me before I get up out of here, fellas. Talk to me. You know, I have to come through and drop. Let me go up and speak to you guys real quick. You know what I'm saying? Put them up on what they need to get up on, man. We make this shit happen, man. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all got anything to say? Holler at me, man. Other than that, man, y'all know what time it is, man. The PayPal, the Cash App, the Super Chat donation button. You know what it is, man. $1, $2, $3, it don't matter. Show love to the show. Get at me on Rumble. KC the Red Pill out for the bunk on Rumble. Get at me in the Patreon, fellas. I'm here, eh? Wherever I went, right? Y'all know how to get at me. Like I said, a lot of you guys, a lot of you young men, all you young, I ain't gonna say a lot, all you young men of today's time, all you young ladies, you know, young women of today's time, y'all got it more so made than we had. You know what I'm saying? Everything's at your fingertips. You know, you ain't gotta run to moms no more and ask this question. Run to pops, ask that question. Run to Google or run to whatever. You certain things. Well, Google's there. You definitely gonna run there, right? Yeah. Sometimes I run to that motherfucker, right? But you get what I'm saying, fellas. Run to your neighbor. Run to your grandma. Run to a friend or whatever, fellas. When you know the game is here, because you already know it's going. It's like it's gonna tap into your soul to know what's best for you. That's why I got the certain people that listen to me. Everybody, we all got our people that listen to us, fellas. But when you gravitate more to a person, fellas, it's up to your speed and up to your liking, fellas. That's that compatibility. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here to give you guys that, man, and to show you guys, you know what I'm saying, the things that you may not know that you need to know, man. I'm here for that. And you got guys out here for that just as well, fellas. No excuse. Y'all got everything for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's make that shit happen. Get at me on the the bottom of the screen, fellas. Get at me in the Gmail. Get at me on Twitter, X. Get on the description below my about section, fellas. Remember, my number's there. Text me first, and we're going to make it happen. We get everything going. Come in and holler at me, man. Like, share, and subscribe, fellas. And also hit the notification bell so you can be alerted on these videos. That's very important. The notification bell, fellas. So you guys can be very much alerted on these videos, man. You know, other than that, man, it was a good one, man. Came in here, shot, gave you guys what y'all need to hear, man. Y'all know what it is, man. And until next time, fellas, it's much love and I salute. Holla.